All right, folks, so we're gonna make, because the beans are up here. We were given some pinto beans from Howard Family Farm, from Amy Howard. She's my co-worker and friend. And here's some beautiful fresh pinto beans from their farm.
They've not been dried at all, have they? Yeah.
So they've not been dried. They're totally fresh. And she said, Nikki, would you like some pinto beans? I said, absolutely. She said to put a potato in here. They've been soaking since in this water with the potatoes since this morning. And this just helps get that, helps you digest them a little better, helps get some of that gaseous substance out of the beans. So I'm going to set these to the potatoes to the side. We're just going to go ahead and drain these. So we have drained the green beans, the pinto beans. This is how they look drained. They've been soaking all morning. It's now 2:21. We're going to let them cook the rest of the afternoon. And what I like to cook in now, I also still use my crock pot slow cooker, but I love my Ninja. It's kind of a slow cooker and a sautéer at the same time. So right now I have it set to saute. So what I'm gonna do is add some olive oil. Well, actually this is avocado oil. You just use what you like. I'm gonna add that in. And I've got 1 large onion. So let me get my onion. And I'm gonna let that cook until it gets totally translucent. And I use Smithfield salt pork. This is salt pork down from Robinson County. You can get this at Food Line, any southern type of
This is what you grew up cooking with, right?
Yes, I grew up cooking with this. And this is some my mom brought. I'm gonna set the onion to the side, and I'm gonna put the salt pork in. And just saute it up a little bit. I just don't want to handle it. I've already handled it. And I don't think I'm going to add. Yeah, we'll add a little bit more. And this will salt your meat. You don't have to add all this to your beans. But I'm going to cook all this real quick. And then we'll get right back to you. So I've cooked down the meat and the onions. I did add a little bit of garlic in there. 2 cloves of garlic actually chopped up. So now we're going to add some. I like to cook with my better than bouillon. This is a vegetable broth. Actually, it's like a little goo. I call it a goo. And I just got a couple of teaspoons and I added it to the chicken broth. And that just gives it to me a little bit more seasoned flavor than just water alone. So I've added that all together. And I'm going to pour that in with my hands, onions and garlic. And I'm gonna go ahead and put in the beans. And we're gonna let them simmer down and cook. I don't know, probably a good, just most of the afternoon, rest of the evening, or part of the evening. I'm gonna set this, so it's still on saute. So this is my Ninja pot, so let me get it off of saute. I'm sure there's an easier way to do that, but I just turn it off. And then I switch it to, I leave it on slow cook. Before it was on saute and sear. So I'm just turning it to slow cook. And I'm gonna say low. Let's do 6 hours and see how they look after then. Tell it to start. Here are the beans. I don't want to open it up. They still have an hour left. We're gonna cut up some of these are our homegrown peppers from outside. It's the end of the season. There's some more of them. Tony grows them and makes pepper powder with them. But I'm gonna cut up some green onions, some of our peppers from the garden, and a red cabbage. I thought that would be good to go with it. And then we'll show you in about an hour. So the beans have 15 minutes left. And right now they're just chilling. So, whoops, so they're done. Oops, I think I got some. Hold on, let's clear that off. There you go. So 14 minutes left. I've cut up some of our homegrown peppers. We've grown quite a bit this summer, and some green onion. And then I also have some cheddar biscuits here. I thought those would be good. I've got cilantro rice, and I also have some crab cakes. Hold on. These are Walmart brand crab cakes cooking. They're really good. So we'll see how. I wanted pork chops, but I didn't feel like going to the store again. So these are some great crab cakes from Sam's Club if you ever are in the mood for some seafood. These are really good. Let me show you something else that's really good from Sam's. If you ever get a chance, I thought about making this tonight with it, so we might have this tomorrow night. But this beef brisket here by Sadler's Smokehouse is absolutely delicious. So you ever get a chance to stop by Sam's and get those 2 items, they're really good items. So I'll be back here in just a minute when I plate the beans in about 13 minutes. So here's the finished product. I just turned them off. They're absolutely delicious. I put the salt pork inside. I've made Tony a plate. I have some rice that I've cooked, but he's not a rice eater at the moment. This is some purple cabbage, crab cake, beans, and then some of our peppers. So everyone, hope you enjoyed this video. All right, folks, if you get a chance, be sure to stop by at Howard Family Farm. This is how the end product, and I think it just looks absolutely beautiful.
Peace to all who watch. Subscribe to the channel if you like.